You're listening to The Fellas with Anthony McCoy,
Listen, man, that wasn't my fault. It was an unknown error.
Rich Thurston,
Someone said it was like the Bulls never changed their passwords, and Tibbs just popped in and did an auto trade.
Kev Lund,
We're out here doing this podcast, and these fools are out here blowing Super Bowls. Like, let's switch that up. Pay me a cool million, and I'll call the right place. I promise you.
and Kyle Straub.
When one of those point guards is James Harden, yes, the answer is yes, they are a better team.
Couple of weeks off, but the band is back together. Everybody's healthy. Everybody is back home, not on the road working. Got a lot going on, a lot coming up, a lot coming to an end. The NCAA tournament to the Final Four. Rich's boy Grayson is gone, thank the Jesus. Baseball about to start. The NFL draft coming up. The NBA season starting to wind down. Got a lot to talk about. Where do you guys want to start off with those four that I just listed off?
Pick one, Kyle.
Do the tourney, man, because your boys aren't there anymore.
Nobody's boy is there anymore.
Anyone can be my boy.
Hey,
That's your boys.
I got a Big East rep in there. Let's do it.
Your boy is Grayson Allen, and his bitch ass is gone forever.
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 Now he moves on to the big stage,
That's right.
scoring buckets for the Bulls.
No, fuck that. Absolutely not, son.
His ass ain't getting drafted.
No, but you guys will.
Why
Even
would
if
he
he
get
doesn't get
drafted?
drafted, you'll sign him.
You think he's gonna get drafted?
Why wouldn't he get drafted? He's not.
Because
he's
he's
not
trash, son.
Nah, he's gonna get drafted. Second.
No, he's not. Like, he's not good.
He's not. He's not getting drafted.
He was 3 for 13 last night. What about that? Which is a normal performance for him. What about that says you're getting drafted to the NBA? As a senior, which you like to point out all the time, means that you suck if you had to stay in college that long.
Yeah. 4 years.
I mean, everyone shoots 3 for 13 in college.
Everybody? Really?
Vast majority.
Not that guy that was lighting Duke up.
With your fucking 27, 28 games with 2 minutes left in the second half.
I've never seen a game 27-28.
Oh,
with 2
God,
minutes left in the
Kyle, it's
second
just
half.
hyperbole.
Well, I'm well aware, but I'm still
Jesus
not shit about it,
Christ.
though.
Just because you know your sport is whack.
It's not, though.
It is, though.
Like, so you're just an elitist, and you have to have the best of the best talent, and otherwise, fuck you, you're not good enough for my time?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, hold on. But, like, that's stupid. That's like saying, oh, you're wasting your time with Marvel movies when you could go watch these B movies of the Marvel movies that are much worse. Like, obviously I want to watch... Like, obviously I want to watch what's better.
One, I've never said don't watch the NBA. You can watch college instead. You can watch both of them and enjoy both of them, though.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Yeah, you can, because I do it.
Yeah, that's good. That's,
Yeah.
that's because you're the only one with the scoreboard of passion.
Yeah. Passion.
I mean, I do, that's why I like the college game. The kids
It's
care about it
amazing.
more. It's more playing
It's
for you and
amazing
your
to
teammates.
It's amazing to go on about how you love the passion of a sport but hate Grayson Allen.
Why?
Because that man is passion in a bottle.
No,
Like,
he's not.
that is what that man is.
Hold on. Have you ever watched him actually play? Because he's not passionate about it. He's a little fucking crybaby.
Which is
Like
passion.
he throws.
Passion.
No, it's
That's
not. at all. No,
emotion.
it's not.
That's
no,
passion.
no. I will
Leaving
not
it out on the
blasphemy at
hardwood.
all. Get out
Exactly,
of here with
Kev.
that shit.
Exactly, Kev.
Leaving it all out there.
No,
Yep.
that's not it at all.
Not getting
Blood,
paid a
sweat, and
dime.
tears, Kev.
No.
Just doing it for the
Yeah,
D
he's
on
trying
his
to get
chest.
blood from other people.
Hey, no.
So he's definitely getting drafted. End of the first round, lock.
Second round.
End of the first round?
30th pick, man. He's going to be the
These
30th
motherfuckers
pick.
think I say absurd shit. You just said he's going in the first round.
Jimmy Butler went 30th. Grayson Allen's definitely not going 30th.
You know what? I really do hope he does get in the NBA, though, because the
Oh,
first
he's
time
going.
he tries to pull some of that baby shit in the NBA and trip somebody or go at a leg,
There's
he's
gonna
getting
be a
his ass
fake
kicked.
fight. No, there's not. There's be a fake fight with a lot of
No, they
pushing
don't fight.
and a lot of yelling. Ain't no one
Not
kicking no
yelling,
one's
meat
ass in the
mugging.
NBA.
Nope, he's getting his ass actually whooped because nobody likes him.
Nope, there ain't no
He's not gonna
passion in
get-
the NBA. They ain't fighting.
Ain't no passion. Ain't no there for that.
He'll be in the summer
Well,
league,
not-
but he's not gonna make the league. Like he's not gonna be up past the G League.
That's your future sixth man of the year right there.
There you go.
Sixth man.
You're gonna pick him with the doll you pick, McCoy.
He can take Isaiah Thomas's spot on the Lakers then, since he's getting.
But
his
that
head
wouldn't bother me.
reevaluated. It would when he's trash.
Yeah,
No, it
right. When
wouldn't.
you start seeing what he actually does,
What? Like, why would that? Like, no, wouldn't. Like, he's not
You
good.
don't want
Okay.
his bum ass playing for your team. You want your team to be good.
Yeah, but if he's not good, okay. Move on to the next guy.
I mean, yeah, Lakers are full of busts anyway, so you're just kind of used to that.
There you go. Surprised you guys didn't go the other way and say he was the only one that was gonna be good.
No, I'll never say that about his little ass. Fuck him.
Can't even joke about that. So.
Nah, not at all.
I hope the Lakers draft him and he hits a game-winning shot against the Bulls.
Yeah, well, we already saw last night that he can hit those shots because
He can't.
he
He
had the
just can't
chance
hit
to win
them.
the game.
Just
No, he
can't hit
can't.
him. Never
I didn't
can
see
hit
it. I didn't watch that shit.
He's
Had
gonna
it
be
against,
Because
had a
you
shot
know it's
against North
trash.
Carolina that I saw him missed.
a key contributor on this next
You know who,
championship
you know who
run.
can make those shots though? Grayson Allen missed a chance to send his team to the Final Four. Last year, Luke didn't.
Luke.
Didn't Grayson Allen come up with like the biggest plays in 2010 to help them win that national championship?
No, he was just coming off the bench and was just a spark. He didn't come
2010?
up with the biggest plays though. And yeah, it wasn't 2010. So.
Damn. I know he's been there a while, but damn, was he Jerry
2000
McNamara?
2015 is what you're thinking.
Whatever. Give a fuck about your JV sport. I know they won it in 2010, and that's what I was rolling with.
Fuck him. Bum ass Duke anyway, son. They get all hyped about all these top recruits they get, and what the fuck are they ain't doing shit with it.
Third straight year they've had the number one overall recruiting
Yeah.
class. Third straight year they can't even get past the Elite Eight.
And can't fucking beat us anyway, so fuck them.
Go ahead and have all those one and dones because we'll
Yeah.
keep winning titles without them.
We're doing better in the fucking season. We're doing better in the tournament than them, so they can keep
Did you
having
do
these
better,
top
though?
recruiting classes. Yeah,
Thanks,
son.
Kev.
Beat them twice. We finished
Did you
ahead of
really
them.
do
so
better
yes.
this year?
Thanks,
Yes.
Kev.
Hold on. If neither team wins the championship, what's the measure? How'd you do head to head?
The next
Well,
one.
we
That,
won
no,
2-1
no, no, no,
head-to-head,
no,
so
no. The
yes,
way you
we
measure
won.
it is how far you get on the path, and they were still
Thanks,
playing
Kev.
late in March.
No, that's not. That's
you-
not it.
Oh, or you're not the deciding
So
factor here, my
they
friend.
played.
Yes, I am.
Wait, they played two meaningless
No way.
games that got them nothing. Is what they did. That's it. What did those games do for
Made
them?
their school way more money than it made you guys.
No, it doesn't.
Wait, first of
Not
all,
how-
neither of
not how
these
that
teams
works
care
in college
about money. Duke doesn't celebrate going to the Elite Eight. Like that game doesn't do anything for them. They're a powerhouse, son. They got to win the championship. That's what they play for. Like Elite Eight or Sweet 16, round of 32, it's all the same.
So getting bounced before before the second round, like you guys did, that's okay then. I mean,
They didn't win the title. We didn't win the title. We beat them 2 out
So a
of 3.
team that has national championship pedigree is okay with getting bounced by the Aggies in the second round.
Every once in a while, yeah. Coming off a national
Can't win it
championship,
every year,
yeah.
son.
Now,
I told you it
Duke
was
had the
coming.
better
I'm not
season.
surprised by
No,
it. I
you
even
didn't.
watched
You
the
told
second
us they were
half.
going to make the Elite Eight.
I said at best they would make the Elite Eight.
And you-
At best they would make the Elite Eight. Go back and
Kev,
listen to
I
it.
did go back and listen to it actually.
you
And
were very
Kev
adamant
said
about
you're
that.
not making it
At
past the
best,
second
they'll make
round.
the Elite Eight.
You said, "Oh, get out of here, son! You're tripping." Just like you were tripping when you said Notre Dame were going to beat us. They're Elite Eight at best. You said that. You said
Yes,
that.
which I just said. At best, they would have made it to the Elite Eight. And McCoy then followed it up by saying they also could lose in the second round with the way they play.
Well, because McCoy is more of a realistic outlook.
yeah,
on this.
We were on the same fucking page, you jackasses. Like we were talking about the same thing.
You thought Kev said a ridiculous comment by saying they weren't going to make it past the second round.
it was the truth.
did.
Because I don't expect them
He
to
did.
lose in the second round. But am I surprised that they did? No. Literally, at the very beginning of the year, I told you we would go as far as our bigs could take us.
Luke.
I've already talked about this more than I wanted
Exactly. Luke is our big. We went as far as Luke can take us.
All I'm saying is the last 3 years, 3 years in the tournament, we're 12-2 and Duke's 6-3. So their recruiting classes obviously aren't
We
doing
got
too
2
much for
trips to
them.
the national championship with 1 title. They got 0.
Yep, so their other one and dones
Ooh.
obviously aren't doing anything better than us.
And at the end of all of this, Nova's going to be 2 out of 3. Big East, baby.
Possible. Do you guys think anybody on the other side, either Loyola or Michigan, have a chance at winning?
I'm
Yeah,
surprised
no.
you're not pulling for Michigan, Straw, because they got a team in.
Now, why would I?
Because they got a team in the Final Four and the Frozen Four, and we know you're all about some hockey.
Yeah, but I'm not all
That's-
about Michigan.
That's some shit that you would like.
Yeah, I'm not all about Michigan, though. I could care less about them.
Michigan's my brother's squad, so I don't want them
Of course
to
it
win.
is.
Fab Five, man.
Luckily, we beat them on that big timeout call.
Uh-huh. Way to go, C-Web.
His choking ass.
He was a Sacramento Queen.
That man never showed up for a big game in his life.
So is that a yes or no? I'm taking it to no on the Loyola, Michigan.
No, I don't
Fuck
think
all
they have a
these
chance.
teams.
I hope Loyola wins, honestly, just because it'd be different,
Yeah.
you know?
I actually wouldn't care if they won.
Like,
I think it'd be fun if they won it.
Sister
would be
Jean
fun,
might
yeah.
die, man.
To see what?
I said Sister Jean might die, man.
That's what I thought you said.
she can go out happy if her squad wins, you know? That's
Did
what's
you
pulling
guys-
them through.
Did you see, though, I think it was yesterday or today, she gave the okay that they can start selling T-shirts and bobbleheads with her likeness on it and making money off of it?
And she don't get nothing.
No, she can.
She
She's just
ain't a
going to
player?
donate it all to the school.
Yeah, of course the team don't get shit.
No, the team is going to get it. The players
Yeah.
don't get it, though.
Right, that's
It'll
what
all
I
go
mean.
to-
The only
it'll go to the
reason
athletic
is
department.
because of this basketball team.
Uh-huh.
That's what they gotta monetize, the old lady.
Even God's people are taking money from the kids.
It's fucked up, man.
Way to go, sister.
But the NCAA is a fucking joke.
And you love it.
I love the Tar Heels. I don't watch
Yeah.
any of these other fucking games, son. I turned to the first couple rounds of the tournament at the end when they were close, but other than that, I don't watch any team.
I love how you agree with me on this shit being trash, but then kind of have that loophole where you could be like, but Tar Heels.
I gotta ride with my squad. That's the last few years, honestly. But I've been watching other college basketball teams in a while.
When they're all mid-majors, you'll stop watching.
No, I'll still watch UNC.
Yeah,
Got
you'll
the
watch
flag
UNC
hanging in my
anything,
living room,
dude.
son. Yeah. I'm
UNC
all in on them.
It don't matter what sport it is.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you were gonna tune into the lacrosse the other night.
Oh, I'll watch the lacrosse game,
Yeah.
absolutely.
The golf.
I don't mind the lacrosse game. Golf, I'm definitely not watching.
The next Tiger
There's only-
Woods is on the UNC
There's only
team.
one man I'm watching golf, and that's him.
Golf is not televised or web streamed or anything. You can watch literally every other sport except for golf and fencing, pretty much.
No,
Fencing.
fencing.
McCoy's in.
Yeah. They wanna
You
see
want
me
to
at
duel?
it. Fancy.
So, what do you got? You got something up next, Rob? Because I want to hear some. Steph Curry's hurt again. That's what I want to
Oh
talk
no, he's
about.
fucked. He's so happy.
Let's
He's
go.
hurt.
We can do that. I was wondering what you were asking me if I had up next. Yeah,
I wanna make
I
sure
sent
we-
that thing.
Yeah, that,
It wasn't the ankle.
he's
it was
hurt
the knee,
again,
right?
and now we gotta
yeah.
watch the fucking KD try to lead a team again. This is gonna be funny.
Here comes the cupcake.
And your boy Butler's coming back for the first round. We're gonna put him out.
Well, of course, we knew that was going to happen.
Warriors gonna be just like UNC, man. Out early.
What did Kerr said? He's out for the first round, right? And then
Yeah.
Steph was
Said there's no way he plays in the first round.
yeah. Steph was
Yeah,
already
there's
saying
a
he's
game
gonna try to play,
seven.
but
Game 7
they don't
against
need to let him
Minnesota.
play. He's gonna pull the Willis Reed on him.
Willis Reed.
They would play the Jazz right now, who have been lighting shit up.
Yeah,
you-
but they're getting that
I mean, the
shit shut
Jazz
down
aren't
in the
going to beat
playoffs.
Golden State, though.
You saw
If
Skip
Golden
say
State
they'd
is
be in the
healthy?
finals if they were in the East.
If Golden State is healthy minus Steph Curry, no, I don't think they beat him.
Have we seen the best of Steph?
Probably.
Is he already on the
Yeah,
decline?
He's 30 years old. He can't really.
Come on,
Yeah,
don't come
like, how
at me
can
with
he
that.
possibly
Look at
get
LeBron
better?
at 33, man.
Well, first
Thanks,
of all,
man.
LeBron's
He's not a freak of
straight
nature.
alien,
yeah, so I don't ever want to hear that Steph is the best player in the world ever again.
I don't think you ever heard that from
I
anybody
don't
in
care.
this chat.
I heard it
ever.
somewhere.
From them Golden State bandwagoners.
Right? Just because you live out on the West Coast and have to deal with those people.
I heard it.
Yeah, don't project it onto us out on the East Coast.
Yeah.
In the future over here, we don't play that shit.
Future ass
Yeah, honestly,
motherfuckers.
I think it's probably 2 years ago we saw the best Steph.
Well, that shit was insane what he did 2 years ago.
Yeah. Like, absolutely insane, and that was probably the best that you're ever going to see from
I'm
him.
not impressed. I could go do that.
I could go do that.
Right now.
You hit some threes. I've seen a lot of people hit threes.
I seen
Not
you hit
that
deep
many,
threes,
though.
Kev.
Yeah, see?
Not like that.
Oh, he just got lucky. He can't stay consistent.
I can't say. How
Got hot for 1 year, son. 1 season.
Got hot for one.
I saw, what was his name? Brady Anderson hit 50 home runs 1 year.
Say Steph's on steroids. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
that's
man.
what it is. Can't even get the ball to the rim anymore. Look at him over here, getting all breaking down. Look at this.
It's
Tendons
all the
are,
evidence.
fucking tendons are falling apart.
All the proof is there.
They said he hurt his ankle. They took him out, put him back in. Then he hurt his knee.
That's good coaching.
Mr. Glass right there.
Yeah, it's just some weak legs.
Well, like, he doesn't need to be in right now. If they
None of
should've
them need to be
played
in.
him anyway. Like, just let him sit. Does it really matter who the Warriors match up against in the playoffs? Like, let your team get healthy.
Well, I don't think it really is going to change, right? Like, is there anybody that can pass them for 2?
I get it.
I don't think
So
so.
go ahead and just rest them. You're not You're not going to beat the Rockets at this point in the season.
Well, yeah. I mean, none of them should play.
Let's
they
see who the
probably
Rockets
will.
choke against.
Rockets ain't choking. They're taking out
Why,
Steph and Golden
why is
State.
there this idea that the Rockets are chokers?
Because McCoy likes to hate.
Harden.
Because
Is that-
Harden.
no,
I mean, if
that's
because
just
when
what
your
it
best
is.
player gives up in the damn
The way they
playoffs,
lost,
that's
the way
gonna
they
happen,
lost
man.
last year, I can understand
It's
that.
because Harden,
Yeah, like,
didn't-
when they do
Harden disappeared in the OKC finals against LeBron. Didn't do shit.
Yeah, but he
Well,
was
I
like
know
he
he
was
was
like
young.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a little young there.
No, I
You're
just
in the
think
league,
last year
son.
was a really bad look for him.
It was, but he can redeem himself with one
I love
season.
Harden.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like that's a pattern with him.
I love him. He's gonna break Steph Curry down. All these knee and ankle injuries right now. Don't let him get matched up at
Make
all.
him go skating.
Oh my
Who's he
god.
guarding on the Warriors, though?
He doesn't have to
Who does he guard against
Who's he guard? Yeah, like,
Come on.
he's a better
He guards
defender
the
than what he gets
three-point
credit
line,
for.
son.
This is exactly why I continue to say the Rockets won't beat the Warriors, because their game plan is to outscore them.
No, it's not
That's
though.
not
Their
gonna
defense
happen.
is good.
But they're
Rockets'
not better
defense is-
defensively than the Warriors.
Okay, but they don't have to be better. They just have to be good
Well,
enough.
I mean,
Okay, but they're not better offensively, and they're not better defensively. So,
But they're not.
What are we
It's
saying?
not like. But
Nah.
it's not like the Rockets are here and the Warriors are way, way, way over here. It's like they're there, like they're right there.
Are they though?
Yeah, they
They're gonna
are.
they're gonna
Yeah,
have to
how-
show me in a meaningful
they won the
playoff series
season
that they are
series?
before I believe it.
Yeah, they did win the
series,
season
so
series.
That's fine. We'll see what happens when the game matters. When they have CP3, who hasn't made it past the second round, and Harden, who gives up in the playoffs. Like
We were
did
just
he-
talking about how KD is so hard in the playoffs, right?
KD's been to 2 finals. These
KD's
guys
yeah.
haven't made it past the second round.
And he
KD's
needed
a
all
bitch.
those dudes to win.
James
one.
Harden made Western Conference Finals 2 years ago when they had Dwight Howard.
No, I think
And he
Harden's
lost to the-
amazing. I'm just saying, like they're gonna have to do it in the playoffs for me to believe it.
you're gonna see it too, so you can believe it. So
I'm
believe
fine
that.
with that. I'm okay with that. I don't
Seeing
care
is
if they beat
believing.
the Warriors. I just don't think it'll happen.
Steph ain't gonna stay healthy the whole playoffs. Something's gonna happen again. KD.
You don't think they have any chance to beat them without Curry?
Fuck no.
I think they
No.
can
They'll
beat
go
them
up
without
3-1
Steph.
and lose because KD's over there.
I think without Steph, they still have a shot
And
at beating them, but it's going to be a close.
Let's
ass
really keep an eye on this Klay Thompson thumb thing going on here, because if that's on his shooting hand and that gets hit again, there's a lot of there's some cracks here, and some water is starting to leak.
season.
My
Chinks in the
friend.
armor.
Clay
McCoy.
doesn't even need hands to shoot the ball. So I
Oh no hands!
McCoy,
what's up?
I pulled it up, right? Just for you. The best offensive
appreciate
team in
that.
the league, right, are the Rockets. They average 113.1 points per 100 possessions. The number 2 team is Golden State. They average 113. Golden State is 6th on defense. They give up 103.6 per 100 possessions. And number 7, right below them, the Rockets at 104.1. Like, they're this same exact fucking
Yeah.
team, son. Because do you think...
I get it.
Like, do you think Philly, Utah, San Antonio, or the Celtics have a chance against any of those teams?
I don't know. I
'Cause
don't think
they're all
anybody
better-
has a chance to beat either of those teams.
They're all better than them defensively. Like, those are the teams ahead of them defensively.
I'm just saying, and you guys know that shit's different when the playoffs start.
Well, that's the
That
finals,
keeps on
dude. I
locking
think you
down
think
the
that's the
series.
finals right there. If they make it, if that's the
Yeah,
Western
yeah,
Conference
Kev.
Finals, that's
You don't think if the Cavs say the Cavs make the finals? You don't think they can? LeBron will shit on Houston.
I mean, he's going to
He's
shit
not
on
going to
whoever
be
he
healthy Golden
wants.
State.
LeBron
He's
getting
not going to be
his...
healthy Golden State.
yeah. But
LeBron getting on teams has never
he
been a
can't
problem.
guard all
It's
those
everyone
people
else
in
around him.
Houston.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be 3-point barrage against either one of the Houston or Golden State, and LeBron's just not going to be able to cover that much ground. So
He's got Rich's boy Clarkson out there. He's good now.
That's
Clarkson-
Gotta get them Cleveland hoes and chicken now.
They can't be better than LA Hoos and Chicken.
No. I don't nobody want Cleveland hoes and chicken.
I bet you the best series
No,
to
you
watch would be like Golden State and a healthy Boston team.
Yeah,
Or like
Or is
Houston's
Boston
gonna
going to be
though.
healthy though with Kyrie? They're saying he may miss the first round.
It's funny that no one knew he needed a procedure that put him out 3 to 6 weeks sooner.
Until now.
Until now.
man, everybody was all on the
Yeah,
Boston
that's-
Celtics for a while there. And
That
now,
start they had.
now they faded.
Kyrie, man, those knee problems. I saw something.
He's
Something
always
on-
had injury problems.
Well, they were saying like, look at Curry and Kyrie breaking down after going to the 3 straight finals, and then like you see LeBron's been to 7 straight. And
Well,
it's
I'm
just,
talking
it's crazy.
Yeah, but
With Kyrie, even when he was in high school, and then when he was on Duke, he missed most of the year because he was hurt and it was foot
Broke
injury.
his thumb, right? I thought he broke his thumb.
No, it was
No,
it was
it's
a
a
foot.
yeah,
It's always been his lower body that he's had issues with.
what? But LeBron gained like what? What'd you guys say? 15 pounds?
Yeah, what was that time in a game, right?
It was like he gained 7 pounds or some shit.
7 pounds in a game. That's just nuts.
This guy's been to was gonna be what his 9th finals in a row.
8th.
He's just
8th, right?
Yeah, because I go by how old my daughter is, Kev.
there. You go.
It's an easy way to
She's
remember.
always seen it. It's like Santa Claus.
she's never lived in a world where LeBron didn't
There
make
we
the
go.
finals.
And this guy's out
Keep
here
the streak going then.
having like a triple double for a month, like having one of the best years of his career. He can play all the games, all of
Yeah.
them.
He
Just
averaged a triple.
Go ahead.
He averaged a triple double in the finals last year. I know it doesn't count because they lost in 5, but
Fuck anybody
He
that says that, son. That shit was dirty. Like
Right? Like
him
he's so
Durant,
average,
and Curry
dude.
had an amazing series, and that finals was like. I did have been cool if it was closer, but this the way those 3 played was unreal.
$1 million a year on his fitness plan.
He's not passionate enough though.
not enough passion.
No, that ain't emotion, son. That's just money.
Imagine if he cared.
Not invested. Fuck that mill. Just throw it.
Yeah, just wasting it out here.
Out here, like with the real 99 overall everything and fucking
Everything.
old
son,
school
yeah.
NBA Live.
I really
Not
hope
even
he
the
continues
new
to keep
game right
dunking on
now.
people.
Yeah, son. I saw that last one yesterday live.
The jersey,
It was
the
nasty.
one against the Nets.
Yeah.
He bodied that fool. dude.
Yeah, that's the only reason I was watching, to see LeBron do some cool stuff, and he didn't
Yo,
disappoint.
he jumped from the dotted line.
On both of them cats too, like wow.
That shit that he did
15 years.
like a week or two ago against Phoenix when it was like virtually the same fucking thing 4 years ago.
Yeah, yep.
That shit was wild.
He did that, and then he brought the ruckus to Portland.
It's a coast to coast tour,
Yep.
son.
Yeah, on Cavs boy.
Yeah.
Lonzo hasn't missed tonight. He's 6 for 6.
He's a bust.
Breaking ankles out there, man.
Bust.
He's got 12 points and 9 assists.
So, Rich, at the end of this season, well, almost at the end of the year, what's the report on the Lakers?
This is the first time since 2000, the start of the 2012 season, that I'm happy with where they're at. Like,
Happy with the way the rookies played and everybody
Yeah.
progressed?
they really got something here. Like, they're doing the right things. Like, they still make little mistakes. Like, Brandon Ingram hasn't played in like 13 games, and I don't know why they haven't like called someone up, like a 10-day contract, just give someone a look. But there's nothing I can really complain about.
You're not
They're
mad
at
at
the
that
point where they
trade?
tank and get a better pick.
Well, they can't get a pick, because that pick goes to either Boston or Philly.
Wasn't there a way they get to keep it?
Not this year,
Nope.
right?
Not this year.
Okay. I thought there was a
They-
way they kept it.
It was actually a fucking magic trick that they kept it all those
Last
years.
year, you mean?
Well, no, they had to keep it ever since Julius Randle got drafted.
Oh.
Yeah. First year it had to fall within like
Like
one.
his rookie contract's about to be up.
Yeah,
That's
the
right.
first year it had to
I
fall
forgot about
between
that.
1 and like 9, and then every year after that it had to be in the top 3, and every year after that it was in the top 3.
Look at that.
Rich, are you mad that you lost anybody in that trade that you wanted to see like be a piece going forward, or are you cool with everything?
What trade?
With Russell?
The trade to the
Oh, with
Cavs.
D'Angelo? Oh, the trade again?
then-
No, I mean it would have been cool to keep Jordan Clarkson, but he was making a lot of money. And Larry Nance, you can go find a Larry Nance. Like
So
He's
all
out
the
there
was-
clowning
you
kids
didn't
trying to
lose
get autographs.
you didn't lose any kids
So
in the
that-
deal then that you're worried about.
exactly. Like
Okay,
if they keep
sweet.
Randall-
that's what I want to know.
I would love for them to keep Randall, and then go sign Paul George, and to go sign like a smaller piece. That'd be kind of cool, but they're hell bent on getting 2 superstars.
Of course. That's what it is.
That's what it is. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think the Lakers are right where they should be, like right where they need to be at this point. Like, I mean, obviously, all them people were saying like 40 wins before the season, but I know you thought that was unreasonable. So I
Yeah,
think
they
like
got-
getting 35 right around there is a good spot for them to be in their
They-
development.
They got 30. They're at. If they win tonight, they'll have 33.
Yep.
And that means Lonzo missed a bunch of time. Like I said, Ingram's on his 13th game out. Like, there's a bunch of games in there where it was like either if this guy played or if that guy played, or if maybe they had a superstar like a Paul George to take over in the last few minutes, they might have won. So, yeah, I'm happy with them.
It'd just be nice if you actually had a draft pick, but what can you
Yeah,
do?
they got the Cavs pick. They've been
Oh, yeah,
pretty-
right.
pretty good at picking it. Like, they got Kuzma there, they got Jordan Clarkson there, they got
You can get Grayson,
Grayson
Allen,
Allen,
son.
son. I was just
There
gonna
you
say it.
Right at the end of the first, you got him.
it's like 25th.
Integral
right now, so
part of the next championship run.
Speaking of teams with a plan,
Yeah.
Jets.
Jets,
may
Jets.
actually have some shit going on. Had a whole bunch of cap space.
Look at McCoy. Look at him.
The Buffalo Bills fan.
He's back there in his wagon seat.
Sitting back, watching, man.
He was like,
Hey,
"Oh,
you're
here
gonna
we
do a lot of
go."
Sitting back watching the Jets win in the future.
Are you watching that?
I am
There you
watching
are.
that.
I'm gonna flood the chat with videos of success.
That's all it's gonna be.
Just keep sending them Bills touchdowns.
Oh, from J.P. Losman to Peerless Price.
What a combo that was.
So,
That's good.
Straub, you like the plan? You like what's going on?
I do. I mean, obviously, we have to get this quarterback pick right here.
If
I'm on the Baker train. I don't know if that's the right pick. I love the kid's attitude, the swagger about him, but
I don't know which one to pick.
what they're
son.
saying, Josh Rosen looks like a better pick. Josh Allen. I know I do not want the dude from USC at all.
Nah, that's Rich's boy going to Cleveland.
Well, I heard Booger McFarland on whatever the new Mike and Mike show is,
Yeah.
and he dropped. No, it wasn't Booger McFarland. It was somebody else. Chris Canty. That's who it was.
Oh,
He
yeah.
dropped-
Chris
little
Canty
nugget
was my
is-
fucking boy, son.
Yeah. So
Well, apparently-
I know the nugget you're talking about.
So apparently he's got some boys within the Giants organization that told him they are sold enough on Darnold that they would potentially move up and take him number 1 overall if they could do that with Cleveland.
Yeah, because the owners, or the Giants owner, like got all fucking in love with the way that the Packers handled the Favre Rodgers thing, and he's trying to do that with Eli and picking this Darnold dude. But yeah, the Giants, that's the only one they like.
Yeah, so that's good to me. Like, that's awesome. That means that we don't have to worry about him being on the board, and we have our pick from the other guys.
The other three, I don't want the Darnold guy because of fucking USC. Fuck that. We all know what we all know where that went.
Exactly.
The other, I'm cool with any. Like literally, they could pick one of the other three, and I'll be fine. I don't. Each one
don't
of
know
them has
enough
something
about
about them that I'm cool with.
Exactly. At the same time, there's something about all of them that I'm not cool with.
Yeah, that Rosen dude. One thing, Rosen hates the Patriots, and he's got like he's way far smarter than anybody else, any of the other quarterbacks. That's Allen is like Cam Newton size and he can move around and chuck the ball. So that intrigues me in the Northeast. And then how could you not like Baker Mayfield? The dude's accurate
Exactly.
as fuck, and
He's got that
Like,
bravado you need to be a New York
I would
quarterback.
go out
I
there
feel
and
like.
stick flags in the middle of teams' fields and shit like that. So fuck
I want
yeah.
to sometimes.
I'm all about the three. So
Yeah, and then the biggest thing is if we do that correctly, if we get that pick right, they did the things they needed to this offseason with a whole bunch of one-year deals. We've got a shit ton of money next offseason. Within 2 years, we could be in playoff
yeah,
contention.
the only guy that we signed that's there for more than 2 years is the cornerback, Jermaine Johnson, and he's nice. He was the top rated press corner in football last year, and that's what we need. Everybody else, it looks long. They look like long deals, but there's an out after next year in them all. So $100 million again, son. So if we actually have a good defense, you know what I mean? And the team is attractive. But yeah, they could. If not, nobody's gonna go there. If the quarterback sucks and they fuck it all up, it's gonna be. But the cool thing is because they don't have anybody invested. Is if they fuck up the QB situation, I don't think it sets them back as long as it does most people
No.
because they have so much money.
Yeah, because you can fill in some other gaps and still be somewhat relevant. Or go out and get a quarterback that's on the market because who knows, we may have gotten a quarterback on the market with Teddy Bridgewater if he stays healthy.
That'll be.
He
fun.
was showing good signs in Minnesota before that knee went.
That's what's gonna happen.
I'm completely on board with that. I know McCoy will love that shit.
Oh, he's done.
Oh, you gotta support your QB, man.
He's lost, man. It's too much to come back for.
You gotta support your quarterback, man.
Nope.
That's
drafted.
that's your quarterback.
Yeah, they drafted somebody. Teddy's gonna play 1 year and he's gonna be gone. On to the next team.
Gone to the Bills.
I'll take him over whoever the hell they're gonna draft. Like,
I saw that. I don't even know who you would draft. I think you're gonna try to trade up there, man. But think everybody's gonna shoot you down.
good. Bills and trading up never works out good. What about that Sue deal to the Rams?
I'm so glad that we backed out on that shit. As soon as I heard it, I was like, that's the typical Jet move.
I'm glad. That's
Go find a big name, make a splash, but he's not going to do anything good for the team.
That's why I like
Dirty
that.
on the Rams, though.
The brothers running the squad, man.
Yeah, he'll probably fit in great with that defense and do some work on that line, but he wouldn't have done anything good for the Jets.
That's why I'm glad the brother's running the Jets now, because he
Yeah,
stepped in.
goodbye, Woody. Like you said, the one good thing Donald Trump did.
The one.
Send Woody Johnson over to Europe.
We're being real selfish here.
Alright, guys.
That move to the Rams though, that's gonna cause issues for Jimmy G out there in San Francisco. You're gonna have Sue and Donald coming up the middle.
Yeah.
The one thing that Tom Brady couldn't handle was that any quarterback is up the middle, man. That's gonna be bad.
I saw a meme and it was like Russell Wilson on the phone with the Yankees when he heard Sue's going to the NFC West or whatever. Yeah, the two phones up.
He could play first, man.
Your boy Russell Wilson.
He can come play first, man. I just lost my first baseman for 2 months.
Is your first baseman any good?
Hell yeah. Is yours?
He just went down?
Yeah, it's 6 to 8 weeks.
It's yours.
Is yours.
I was hoping Kai was gonna say he sucks.
I had no idea that he literally just got hurt. Like they just announced it, Kev.
I didn't
What'd
even
he
know
do?
who the hell it is.
So that ankle, that foot that he missed basically all last year with from spring training, I guess there's a bone spur that's loose in there they got to take out.
Just got to go clean it out.
Yeah. So I mean, he has.
No, the Mets first baseman. It's a question mark because we signed Adrian Gonzalez, who has been an all-star, but he's old. If he can stay healthy, can still give you a 280 average probably on the year. If not, we've got Dominic Smith, who we brought up at the end of last year, who's one of our top prospects. So, not sure.
Wasn't the 280 average what you were shitting on Judge for having?
He thought
I wouldn't consider Adrian Gonzalez is not supposed to be our go-to dude. He's just going to be a guy in the lineup.
To
now
Strav's
it's good
defense.
all of a
In
sudden.
Strav's defense, he
Jonas
thought it
Cespedes
was way
better not
lower.
hit 280. That's not what we need from our go-to guy.
I'll stick up for Strav. He thought Judge batted way lower.
That I did
Of
too.
course he did.
So Dominic Smith leading your boys to 93 wins.
No, Dominic Smith will not. Noah Syndergaard winning the Cy Young is going to get the Mets to 93 wins. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
you mean the guy who could finish first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, according to Buster Olney? That was the dumbest fucking paragraph I ever read in my
He
life.
said he would finish first, second, or third. You guys
Okay,
got on
fifth,
those other ones,
sixth,
so it
seventh,
sounds
eighth.
worse.
Like, what the
No.
He's gonna finish somewhere in the
Second
Cy
or
Young
third.
voting.
He's literally saying he's going to be one of the three best pitchers in the National League at the end of the season. And you say that because there's so many good people out there, you can't be like, you know what? He is definitively going to be the best, except me because I'm a Mets fan. So, yeah, he's going to be a top three pitcher. He's saying he's one of the best guys out there. You adding on fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth is trying to make that sound worse than what he said, which was praising a dude who you hate.
I don't hate him at all. What do you,
Oh,
what-
yes, you do.
Why
You
do you
called him
tell
a
me I
dirtbag
hate
and
these
told me that he
people?
sucks.
I said he looks dirty. Yeah.
And that he sucks, neither of which are true.
Oh, that's because look how fired up you get when I say someone I don't care sucks. But you don't think that's stupid? Like, McCoy, you could be the best, the second best, the third, or the fourth best person on this podcast. I bet the house on it.
I bet you placed it somewhere.
Only four people here. You're saying that he was saying he could be anywhere in this big list. There's fucking 60. Hold on. Yeah, 60 pitchers per division. So you've got
There's a
100
lot of
and-
good National League pitchers.
Exactly. So saying he's going to finish top three is huge praise.
Yeah, well, you know what, Kyle? If you ain't first, you're last. So if he's
That's
third,
right.
he sucks.
That's right.
Okay. So do you have a win total you're putting on the Yankees there, Kev?
127.
Yeah. 162-0, man. Judge's number, son. 99.
That's funny. Baseball's way too fucking long, man.
Fuck yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes,
feel
it
really
is.
long.
What do you mean? No, it's
so
not.
fucking long. I think the
This shit's
NBA
about to
is long,
start,
man.
and
The
it's not gonna
MLB
end till fucking December. Like,
I think
No, it does not end in December. It
oh
ends in
no,
the first week of
November. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
oh, excuse me.
Bastard. Get your time.
It's all for fucking 3 months of the year. Like,
The length of the season is just as long as most other sports. They just
Play
play
every
way
day.
more often.
what sport plays 9 months?
Hockey,
No, I guess the
and
NBA
they don't
does,
actually,
but
and they don't actually play 9 months. They play 8, 7.5.
they play
8
half
months.
the games, son.
Okay, so that's the only difference is there are more games. The length of the season is no different though.
Yeah, but the amount of games is also the length of the season.
Thank
Well,
you.
I mean,
I'm
when
glad
you're
you
playing
said it,
series
because I don't
instead of
always
just
want to
one
be the
game.
guy.
there's a lot more runtime in this movie.
Yes, you do. Yeah, right.
Not
Yeah,
every
they don't
time.
get a lot more runtime.
Like, damn. 162 games? That shit's absurd.
Well, like I said, when you're playing a 3-game series,
They can't cut it
Broken
down
up
to 2, though? Like, they can't shave some off that?
Nah, man, it's got to have a rubber game.
Gotta have a
why
rubber.
are
There's
you
gotta
trying to
be a
cut
winner.
games off?
Don't they play 4-game series sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah.
To make up for the other 2-game series.
No, they usually play a 4-game series against somebody from the other division, or the other league. Why do you want us to take games away, McCoy? You're not going to watch it either way.
I know I'm not. I'm just saying. Maybe if y'all ain't play so many damn games, there wouldn't be so many steroids out there.
No, that would
making
have
them
been,
fight
that would have
all the
been there
fucking
anyway,
time.
just like in every other sport. Just because it's not talked about in other sports doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
I mean, it's talked about when people
Don't
fail shit,
don't try to
like-
take my childhood away, McCoy.
You don't see steroid shit like that in the NBA. Like, when's the last
Oh,
time there was
shit.
like a steroid test failed? Rashard Lewis?
Just because it's not talked about doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
Oh, some people are failing steroid tests and the media is not making a big deal out of it?
No, I
They
think
don't test
get,
for the right
They get
stuff.
around it just like they do in Major
I
League
don't.
Baseball still.
They got the cream and the clear still in the NBA.
There's ways to get around that, dope your blood and that kind of stuff.
Well,
and
then
I don't think that any league tests it to the point of the Olympics where they can actually pick up on that kind of
So
stuff.
baseball players are stupid, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because when baseball
Big
players
old
get
dummies.
caught, when baseball players get caught, seriously, when they get caught, it's because they have raised levels of testosterone,
Yeah.
or raised levels of estrogen because they're trying to cover it up and they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
Manny
come
Ramirez.
Yeah, well, Manny just didn't care either.
Manny is the
That's why,
man.
that's why he failed like 4 of them over the years.
He's the man.
Manny does what Manny does.
Manny being Manny. That's funny.
So what was the total you had on there, Kev? I missed it if you had said it.
Oh, it said
I wanna write
I
this
said
down.
Judge's number, 99.
All right.
Better
Winning
than
the
the
East?
Mets.
Win in the East?
Fuck yeah.
Listen, 93 may not get it done in the East and the NL just because the Nationals are such a good team.
That's my like my bottom number, son. 99 and over.
They're gonna win 110.
110, that's historic level seasons.
Really? What's the best record ever in baseball?
I want
The
to
Mariners
say
got
the
like
Mariners.
116, right?
Yeah, 117 is what the number popped in my head.
Did they have Griffey and A-Rod and Randy Johnson on that
No,
team?
it was
they
after.
did.
No, they didn't. It was the year after Griffey left.
Nah.
A-Rod was still there then.
They didn't have Jay Buhner.
Jay
Edgar Martinez.
I can't remember.
Jay Buhner.
I want to say he wasn't there.
That's a man's man.
Jay Buhner Day, get in free if you shave your head. You'd see all the games. You'd be at every Jay Buhner Day.
I'm being that young. I'll be the biggest Mariners fan there is.
Your boy, Jay Buhner.
Hat on the seeds.
See how that works?
Yep. That easy. Jay Buhner looked like a guy that definitely went home and slapped his wife.
Everybody, not just his wife.
Wild drink.
The whole block.
Can of beer.
Out there looking like Stone Cold.
Yeah. Stone Cold before Stone Cold. Stone Cold
That's-
biting
that's-
off Jay Buhner.
Yo, did you ever see the Stone Cold characters he played before that, like, caught on?
Yeah.
like in WCW, he had full head of hair and stuff. It looks so weird.
Yeah, I think he was like the ringmaster when he first came
Yup.
into WWF.
Finally got it right.
Oh, he did.
Just start drinking some beer and throwing up the middle finger.
Well, that's all you got to do.
Exactly.
People loved it.
Hey,
On
he
the
got at
rednecks
that guy
level.
though. He got at that guy for
Online, yeah.
trying to support the Confederate flag. He wasn't having that.
No. It's kind of caught me off guard at
Yeah.
first.
I was just gonna say that surprises me. I wouldn't expect him to be on that side of this argument.
Into all caps, got at him.
Yeah, let him know. That's the bottom line.
Yo, is it in all caps because that's just how he always types because he's stone cold,
He has
or was
to.
it for that?
It's the only
Hopefully,
way.
because he always talks like that. I don't ever want to like see him talk or like I'd be so pissed off if I met him and he was just mad, laid back, and quiet.
Dude,
I'd
I
be
did
pissed,
meet
man.
him. He filmed a commercial in my store. He used my office as his dressing room. He broke my hand when he shook my hand.
Yeah, that's right, he did.
He's like, "What up, brother?"
It's
It's like I thought he was like Hulk Hogan.
I'm about to stomp a mud hole in your ass.
He was doing a
man.
commercial for one of them phones that you could throw all over the place. So they was,
Wow, of course.
he was walking down the streets of LA, and this phone kept looking at him sideways. He kept looking back at him, and he would beat the shit out of the phone, and then the phone would still be there. And then he walked on down to the ocean and chucked that shit in the water, and then it still came at him. They were trying to show all the shit you could do to the phone.
That's
Yep,
hilarious.
Stone Cold was in my fucking store.
Now I want to YouTube this commercial.
Find it, son. It was only online. It wasn't on TV.
Nah, I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Oh, it is.
That's amazing.
Rich,
Yo,
what the fuck did I watch when I put this episode of Atlanta on?
yo.
That's true.
It was actually like if you get past all the German blackface giggling monster shit. It was actually a really good episode about their relationship.
Yeah, it was about
You
but
know?
the way that
But
they
the
laid it
way,
out.
yo, when that white woman walked up to him and rubbed his face, I didn't know what to do.
Yo, son, that shit had me dying. She said, "Oh, you look so good." Oh.
And he just looked at her.
Yeah. That's the best. That's one of my favorite parts is when people do some dumb shit. He just gives them that look, like really.
Yeah. Looking at
No
the
one's
baby
better at it
face.
than Paperboy.
No.
Paperboy stays giving people the "what the fuck are you doing"
No,
face,
Just
or like really.
astonished looking.
Yeah, like this motherfucker really
Like
did
he,
that.
he just did some shit that was. Oh man.
When they
I
had that,
guess. I guess when you
Huh?
you watch the guy, you get your boy with Waves Bacon and selling gift cards and all this other
Yeah.
shit, and then you catch me with
Yeah.
an episode like that, just wasn't ready.
Yeah, right. It was just so random.
I had to
Well,
ask
fuck
you
that
guys, because I
giggling
finally got
monster.
caught up on it. Oh my
She
god!
snuffed that monster too.
had to.
Yeah, it sounded like that's the only reasonable reaction to that. Turn around, punching him.
But what we need to talk about was 2 episodes ago when he said, "I would never place hands on you. It's all love. It's all good. But I'm not the only one in the world with hands."
Yeah, that is the best line.
That shit had me dying. That dude was killing me the whole time in the studio. So
That shit
Everything
crash.
you said.
That shit crash again. My foot gonna crash in your ass.
crashed me away.
Yo, he was so calm and then just flipped like that. It caught me so off guard. And they would just flip back to them guys, just so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Just going in on the engineer.
But
Well,
you could- you
apparently
could try
him
to
and
race
Chance are
Michael
boys. Yo,
It's Michael Vicks, huh?
Vick. Shroud, you can race Michael Vick?
Could I race him? Sure. Am I going to
In a-
win?
Yeah,
in a parking lot after he raced 6 other people?
outside of a
Would you
strip
think you had a
club, man.
chance?
No.
Good.
Here, hold my jacket.
Have you seen him?
Yeah, I'm just batting money to race Michael Vick in the parking
Yeah.
lot outside the strip club.
Never. Like Michael Vick could go run 6 miles and be like, "Yo, you want to race?" Nope. Actually, yeah, I'll race you, but I'm not winning though.
Yeah.
I'm not betting that I'm gonna win this.
It was
That
great how they
episode
just
had
cut-
me dying
They just cut to
because
it
they
in
were
the
hating
limo.
on him so hard with that $100 bill.
Yeah,
everywhere. So.
Kicked him out the club and made him pay still.
The one guy
Shot
flashed
at
the
the
9 on
movies.
him at the movie
Yeah,
theater.
he's about to get shot at the movies.
Didn't even say anything, just showed the gun. See, I
He's
just
like-
tried to pay with the $100 bill.
The hookah
The cop
bar,
looked
man.
at him
He
and was like,
got
we know the
hustled.
100 is real.
Yeah, outside the hookah bar, man.
Uh-huh.
Remember, was that the same episode in the beginning where he was like, I'm tired of getting stunted on. I bought a homeless man McDonald's and he threw it away right in front of
Threw
me.
it away,
Yeah.
right in front of me. Stun it. That episode is good.
I went back and watched that whole jail scene again from the first season. McCoy.
Yo, that part was hilarious.
I have to rewatch the first season because I know
It was
there's stuff
so
I don't
random.
remember.
That part. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm glad I just watched them all, so it's like still fresh. It sucks when you get deep into a show and you haven't seen the first season in forever. It's like, I don't remember all these good lines.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Kev, I wanted to ask you a question.
That's
When
good.
you were talking football, do you look at the advanced stats for football? Like I know they have a lot of them.
Yeah,
But
I don't
do you
know
look
them,
at
though,
things-
but oh yeah, I look at stuff like that, like especially with like the linebacker we just got. There was some like he's only misses like 8 tackles all season or something crazy, and it's like and he's like so young and he fits this like certain mold of the what they're trying to do. I know there's a lot of them though. I don't know them off the top of my head though.
Yeah. Because I know,
Or like
I think Levitard used to have
Go
a
ahead.
guy on like Keen Faggy or something, and he was from like Australia, and he used to break that shit down like it was going out of style.
like I see them, especially when they've just signed these free agents, like the running back. Everybody was shitting on them for picking what's his name, Kroll from the
Crowell.
Browns.
Yeah, is that Crowell? I don't get that one.
But in the last 4 years, the only people that average over 4 yards a carry is like Zeke, Le'Veon Bell. There's I think maybe Mark Ingram and then him. Or there was like he's like so there's all the and like he was actually supposed to be a big time running back at the University of Georgia, but got in trouble with the law.
So he's the man.
And he went undrafted free agent. But we stay with the Browns, man. We got Terrell Pryor, we got Kroll, we got Josh McCown.
I really like the Terrell Pryor pickup.
Don't people hate Terrell Pryor in
Did
the
he
league?
suck last year?
He got hurt.
Yeah, but he was on Washington.
He know-
I don't blame
The
him.
And
second
now
week-
he's on the Jets.
Nah, son,
Like, let's not act like that's an upgrade.
he got,
I mean,
he
hold
got
on.
hurt,
He was on the
son.
Browns and he balled out. He went to Washington. I think that you upgrade going anywhere from the Browns.
Week 2,
Washington is just Washington.
he fucked
and
his
it's-
ankle for the season. So
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he had to have surgery by November, season ending. So
See, Kev, I'm glad you have the facts to come with.
Terrell Pryor's
I'm
your
ready to
boy,
hate.
man. So I have to go to bat for him. I'm just not gonna let you just go here and shit on your friend like that. I know you're all about some Terrell Pryor,
Nope. I don't like any
the
Buckeyes.
quarterback.
The quarterback.
Yep. Once he changed the receiver, I was out. Just another random guy now. He was like crazy recruiter coming out of high school. Remember that shit? How he was supposed to be like the fucking man at quarterback.
Well,
Brooke
Can't
Lopez
throw.
just blocked someone into the first row.
Can't throw. Brooke Lopez.
Hey McCoy, I told Jess the other day that I would pay like $5 a month just to watch what goes on in the crowd in between timeouts on League Pass,
Yeah,
and she thought I was out of my fucking mind. But that shit is hilarious.
just the random shit, right? Yeah. It's
I watched the Utah Jazz mascot.
get ready to brawl, son.
Yo,
Yeah.
he jumped off of a platform and body slammed another mascot onto a table.
Buffalo
It's
Bills
like-
fan.
The Bills fans.
Secret.
Yeah.
And
So,
like I said, like 3 nights or like a week ago, the people in Miami, every time they went to commercial, they had to take the camera off the women in the crowd because they were dancing like dollar bills were thrown at them.
Yeah.
One woman literally bent over, put her hands on the chairs behind her, and started shaking her ass. And the guy she was with started smacking it. And I was like, "What is going on?"
Where was this game at?
It was in Miami, son. You have to watch
Well,
a
that
Heat
makes
game.
sense.
South Beach,
Yeah, that
son.
makes sense.
Yeah, they were having a party.
D
Yeah, it was
Wade's
amazing.
More
back.
worried about the party than the basketball game. Like, they got better shit to do. So the Knicks Bulls game crowd when I went there, that was the quietest I've ever been in a sporting event.
What were they watching?
Right.
I'll shoot 10% from 3 and them shoot 22% from 3.
Yeah, because nobody give a shit about the game.
No, it was ridiculous. So like you could just sit there and have a normal conversation. Like you could hear
That
people, you
sucks.
could hear everybody sound. It was so quiet in there. I was like, it's crazy.
That's the Knicks, son. It
Yeah,
didn't even
it's
matter
just
that you didn't start
insane.
half your team either. That's
No.
that's the
No.
Knicks nowadays.
Did you guys at least have a good time?
Yeah, it was fun. Definitely.
Kay enjoyed himself?
Oh yeah, he had a blast.
Good.
He was all mad that we lost because he was like, "Oh, I saw the Bulls and Tar Heels playing. They both lost."
He may not be allowed to go to games anymore.
Nah, I know.
He's got one more.
No.
He's 0 for 2.
No.
Third strike, you out.
No, me too. I mean, I haven't seen. I saw them both for the first time too, and they
True,
lost. So.
yeah. One of the
Yeah.
two of you have the bad luck. I'm
Yeah,
going with
right.
you and not him.
I'm putting it on him.
How many Jets games have you guys went to and saw him win?
Me?
Yeah, and Kev.
I know. Saw Manning get
There's-
in that ass.
There, honest to God, there's no way I could put a number on that because I've probably been to like 40 games.
Mm-hmm.
They probably lost 35.
No, definitely not because we used no, and I can tell you why we didn't lose.
He's 11
35,
games
'cause
above
we used to go-
500, son.
We used to go to a lot of Bills games and they would beat the Bills.
That was a split, man. That was 50-50 split.
Yeah,
man.
that's fine. You're winning in Buff, and I got to watch them win in New York all the time.
Not always. That's not always how it goes.
Um,
Our games
I
are
would
actually
probably
in New
say,
York.
Rich, I'd say between 15 and 20. So they're probably close to 500.
Shit, I haven't gone to nearly as many of those games, but I've had the same result every time I've went.
A W or an L.
So I went with Joe Rapp and saw the Rams back in the day getting that ass. That's when they had Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce.
No, yeah,
Oh,
they definitely
Torrey
got
Holt's
that
my
ass.
boy.
With his messed up finger.
Then I'm trying to think. I don't think.
Fingers.
Then I
You
know.
went to
Then
you went
I
to
know-
a
Someone played
Packer
the
game with me on
Jags.
Halloween.
Hold
They
on,
lost.
hold on. I'm going in order here.
Oh, all right, my bad.
Then me and
Yeah.
Rich saw. No, actually, I saw a Dolphins Monday night game that we got in their ass, 40-something to 3.
Good.
And then I went and
That's
saw the
smart.
Jags with Jimmy Smith made the sickest overtime winning grab.
Mhm.
Me and Rich, we sat.
But we
next
weren't
to
allowed to
Fireman
stand to
Ed.
see it.
Yeah, sit down.
Yeah, but me and Straub got yelled at against the Pats for that too.
Yeah, that didn't work out for that old fuck behind us,
No.
though. We were shit faced.
So
I'm sure it didn't work out for the guy that told them to sit either.
This was a family. Didn't work out for them, though. That was when we didn't care if you had children.
yeah, no.
Nope,
Yeah.
wasn't a worry at all.
So the Pats beat us, and
God, we were terrible.
and then we went to the I'm 1-4.
No, we weren't. We weren't terrible.
Son, we did some terrible things.
That's not
Right.
one of them. Like, don't tell somebody to sit down at a sporting
Right,
event.
you're
Just
out
watch
your
the
mind.
game. Like,
I'm,
If you don't
I'm
have a
thinking
kid
about
with
my
you, I'm letting
reaction
you
and
know
what I
right
would
now.
have said, like the words that would have come out of my mouth.
Well, yeah, I
Probably
mean,
not
that part.
necessary to direct at a family,
If-
and it wouldn't have stopped me back then.
If you tell me to sit
Kind
down
of.
at a game today and you don't have a kid, I'm telling you that you're in the wrong. And I'm probably
Yeah, if you don't have a kid, but like Rich said, back then we didn't care if you had a kid or not.
Well, it depends how old the kid is.
Kev telling the people at the Yankees game they were terrorists.
Yeah, I'm going to Yankees Angels April 28th in their house, and I'm the terrorist now.
Oh, Kevin, we're going to go to Yankee games like a week apart?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh
right.
yeah.
I can't promise you I'll be
Yes.
dedicated past that, but I'm going to try.
This shit starts fucking Friday, son.
Thursday,
That's right.
Thursday. Friday? Is it? No.
Thursday, and the Mets opening day is Thursday against
No
the
one cares
Cardinals.
about the Mets.
Fuck you, Rich. Everybody cares about the Mets.
Now we open up with a sweet Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday 4-game set in fucking Canada.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Playing the Blue Jays.
Yes, sir.
Well,
It's kind of weird they're starting you off with a divisional game.
Dude, the first I think 20 games are division. I think we play Toronto, then Tampa, then Baltimore, and Boston.
I
All
don't
of
think
it.
that's
What
stupid
the
to
fuck?
play all those division games right at the beginning of the season.
And then we
How many
play
times do you play them? 100? You have to play them.
19, isn't it? 18 or 19?
You play them 18 times throughout the year. You don't have to
18
play them that
times,
first.
McCoy.
18?
Yeah, which is 5 series throughout the entire year. 3 days. That's it. You don't have to do that in the first 15 games.
And
of the
then
season.
after that stretch of all those division games, I saw that the end of the month, starting in at the end of April, they're in Houston. Like, what a crazy matchup that is already.
Trying to get a little
Yeah, dude.
regular season payback.
I'm not even gonna need to like watch or go anywhere to watch these games. Every one of them's gonna be on fucking ESPN.
Does baseball still do that thing where they try to act like interleague play is a big
No.
deal, but they just mix it all throughout the season?
It's just sprinkled in throughout the year. And
They play
it's not really
Should-
talked about.
the
Shouldn't
Yankees
have
have a
league,
2-game set early against Miami for Stanton to get at his old team.
It should just be baseball. It shouldn't be the AL
Why?
or the NL.
Why? It's just like every other league. You have to play some cross-division or cross-conference
No,
games.
you didn't. They did that because people thought the sport was whack and they wanted to be like, oh, the Mets can play the Yankees now. Yay! But now no one gives a fuck.
You have to play everybody in your league that you play in. Like, everybody's in the major league, so you should play everybody in the major league.
That's what I'm saying. So don't have an NL and AL. Just have the major leagues.
So then why is there an Eastern Conference and a
There
Western
shouldn't be.
Conference in basketball?
There shouldn't be. Don't
You
try
just
to
think it's
flip this on me.
one- No, I'm asking you. You think there should just be, you should think there just should be one big league, no divisions?
The
Yeah, the
NBA.
top 16 teams should just make the playoffs.
But how do you like divide up who plays who?
That's not my job.
Well, everybody should just play.
Well, there's your answer why there's conferences and
There's
divisions.
people that get paid
Well, no,
a lot
they-
of money to
You
make
need
those
to.
choices.
They always say it's because like it's a geographical thing,
Travel.
but I don't know. It all comes down to a money thing, you know. Like
Well, yeah, of course, everything comes down to money.
yeah, but
It costs more to travel more. You get rivalries with local teams. You can get more revenue off of those games.
So what they gotta do
sell
is
more stuff.
add 8 games to the season, and everybody plays each other 3 times, and that solves that problem.
Yeah, I like it. I like it how it is though, because then you don't have rivalries if you're only playing 3 times a year. Not the way you do now.
Well, how many times do the Eastern Conference teams play each other? 4? So they can't play 1 less?
Like you're talking just 3 games total.
yeah,
What are
there's
you
some
talking
teams
about?
like the
Basketball?
Rockets. The Rockets
There's
only
30
played
teams.
Warriors 3 times this year.
Hold on, wait. Are we talking football or
I'm
baseball
talking
or basketball?
Basketball.
Okay, that's why I was on a different page. I was
Oh,
on baseball.
I thought, well, the way
Yes,
you were.
then you're correct. That's why I was like, you're only playing everybody 3 times in baseball? Like,
no,
what?
The NBA.
Ain't nobody saying add more games in the baseball season.
No.
Like.
No, that would be taking a
And-
whole lot of games away. You only play 3 against everybody.
People
8
even
games
think the
in
NBA
NBA
plays
season.
too many games.
Yeah, I know, but this makes the math easy, son. 90 games,
Okay, yeah, I'm
30
with you.
teams, play everybody
that would
3
work.
times,
That would work.
and fuck the divisions. Look at that. Let me be the fucking
Yeah.
Adam Silver, that
You should just
alien
go.
bastard.
Just go the other way, Kev. How many games do you have to subtract to make it even?
22. And then you play everybody
seems like a lot.
twice. Yeah, because they were talking about going down to, 61 games, and everybody fucking flipped.
Oh yeah. Gets all the old players up in arms.
Yep.
Meanwhile, they can't get out of bed in the morning. It's like, what are you complaining about? Like, sorry this didn't happen 20 years ago. You know?
Ooh, I didn't know the Knicks and Hornets were going to overtime.
Yeah, so I just got that away.
It's March. Kemba's bound to cross someone up.
There is one other thing I wanted to bring up tonight because it was started around this podcast. All y'all suck. Rich and I are in the championship for fantasy basketball. You can call it cheating. You can call it whatever you want.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting for that all day. I've been waiting for someone to say that we were cheating all day.
Yeah.
When football ended, I deleted the app and then forgot all about it. I forgot I needed that app still. And then Straub said something about the playoffs, like 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's when I fucking needed that app.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered. Rich and I have ran this league from pretty much beginning to end. So
That's what happens when you cheat, son.
Yeah, man, can't get the.
you ain't cheating, you ain't
You
trying.
rigged the draft.
Rig the draft, rig the point system.
That's right. You
You know-
know what? We did rig it to get LeBron 7.
Yeah, and I rigged it so I picked 16th.
Like there were 6 other people that could have taken LeBron. It's not my fault that they passed on him.
Right. And LeBron might be the reason why you beat me.
It's funny how that
And
works.
honestly, yeah. With the
Probably
way
will.
he's played, there's been multiple times where he puts up like 80 or 90 fantasy points.
Yeah. And that's
yeah, he's LeBron.
well,
But that's
and
above
that's
and
been my
beyond.
biggest problem all year. Like I had Jimmy Butler, but I don't have a guy that can just go out and get like 70 points in a night.
I'll tell you one thing that people could call conspiracy on, but there was none, was the trade that Kevin and I made at the beginning of the season. I got CP3 for, who was it, Lowry?
Yeah, but what
Yep.
did CP3 do? Score 8 points a game?
No, son. In fantasy basketball, he was putting up like 50 and
Assists.
60 on the regular.
Yeah, the assist.
Yeah.
Rebounds, assists, steals, all that kind of stuff. Free throws.
Well, I was banking on IT coming back in January with the Celtics and or with the Cavs and going.
2 teams later, here you are.
IT went to New York today to get his hip looked at.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, actually, McCoy brought that up right before we came on air.
Yep.
He's done.
Your boy, man, that's messed up. Just got him, and now he can't even play.
That boy is
Just
free
got it.
falling.
Yeah. Just got your boy, too.
Like the Rocket Man, McCoy.
Yeah, the rocket man. The hard landing, son.
He said, I don't believe the
Yeah.
Earth is round. I'm going to build a rocket, get in it, shoot myself
Yeah,
up
shoot up
2,000
in
feet.
space.
He had 2 parachutes and still fell too hard and they had to take him off on a stretcher.
The best part was they said this wasn't the first time, and he immediately said he's doing it again.
Oh, yeah. He says the Earth is shaped like a Frisbee. It ain't
A
flat,
Frisbee,
but it
son.
ain't round.
He's proven his point. Kev's boy, the Rocket Man, out there in Cali.
Yeah.
I don't like. Why is everybody all in on this Earth's flat theory nowadays? Like,
Because people are all in on stupid-ass shit that they hear.
like
All
we
the
didn't
time.
we didn't settle this in 1492. Like
Christopher Columbus said- He didn't
We
fall
didn't
off
know
the
this.
edge, son.
Yeah, right. Like, made his way to America. Like
Kids got
yeah,
off from
take
school
history.
because of that motherfucker.
Have you seen
Yeah.
like, how big it is? Like, they have conventions for this thing.
Why?
Because people are that stupid.
Like why? Like, do people really, really believe this, or are they just trying to get
Yes.
in on the wave?
It's
like,
because people think all the
Shooting
pictures from
themselves up in
space or all
rockets,
the
huh?
trips from space are fake. Like they think the whole
Well, that's
moon
fine.
landing
You can
never
think
happened.
it's fake, but the Earth being flat is fucking asinine.
Yeah.
asinine, son.
That Neil deGrasse Tyson guy will break down to you by the way the light curves in the sun,
Yep.
and like you can tell it's round.
Well,
I
the
follow him on
gravity
Twitter,
doesn't
and every
work.
once in a
son.
while, he drops some shit, and he goes, "Here's for you flat earthers. This is why
Yeah.
it's not true."
Right?
You couldn't walk forward. You'd only be able to walk so far, and then it would be like the gravity just pushing.
Right.
Gravity
Somebody
would,
would
instead
fall.
of gravity pushing you up and down, it would push you basically to the center, and we would all be pushed together. We'd all be hanging out at the center, son. And then all the water would be pushed there too, and we would drown.
No, just be in water world out here. Like, people need to get a hobby or
But
something. Like,
they did. They built rockets.
Go read a
so
book.
they built rockets. The Rocket Man.
the year of the rockets. There we go.
Yeah. No. That's definitely your boy now. All you rocket lovers.
They hate the Warriors out here. Well, down here, I should say.
Oh yeah. Y'all see this? That Wendy's dropped a mixtape.
Yeah.
Yeah. McDonald's and
What was it? Beef or
the
something?
beef. Yeah, the beef.
I did see
Getting
that.
it, spitting the bars, getting at Ronald.
I knew there was a reason we always went to Wendy's.
Yeah.
Gangster ass Wendy.
Yeah. Getting them on wax.
Those ain't pigtails. Those
Oh.
are braids.
Kemba Walker is out here dropping buckets.
Is he in the garden?
No, he's
Oh.
at home in Charlotte. He just hit back-to-back step-back threes on the Knicks, and is letting everyone know he did it. Crust
Well,
up
he's
and
got to
be
do something
easy.
with his 30 wins.
Hey, when he's on the court, they're like a 50-win team.
They better play his ass the whole game then. They're trash.
MJ can't put that team together, man.
Well, that's not a surprise.
'Cause he's trash.
not in that role, yes. Like, they don't really have any good players. Like, I mean, they have, like, solid guys, but they have old Dwight, and then they
Dwight's-
have Kemba.
Dwight's been really, really good.
Yeah, but
30 and
But
30,
what?
man.
he ain't carrying, like, he's not doing anything, like, major out there. Like, they need way better players around him. You know, him and Kemba Walker aren't going to get it done. He got 30 and 30 against the Nets and the Mavericks. Like, those teams weren't even trying. He's
Still
just
got
out
it.
there.
It's the NBA
That's
players, man.
No one else is getting 30 and 30 against those teams. He was trying for that 30.
Most of the teams they're playing ain't trying either.
He was really trying for that 30th rebound, too.
Oh, I bet he was.
Like Ricky
Like he
Davis.
knew.
Like Ricky
Ricky-
Davis.
You went,
No, he definitely knew, son. You
Oh,
know
no, he did. Like, watching the game, like, there was an offensive foul. Like, the Nets were, they had the ball, and I think they were down 3. And, like, he just kind of let his man go, and he was just in the paint. And then there was an offensive foul, and he was like, ah. But then they missed another shot. They got the ball back, and he got it. First Nick with 40 points and 10 assists since Stephon Marbury in 2005.
Ooh,
Trey Burke.
Trey Burke, son.
damn.
Wow.
Going back to his Michigan days.
Out here
Yep. Michigan in the
setting
final.
Kemba on fire.
Yo.
See, and that just proves my point. Son, fuck the Hornets.
I tried to be
Why
fair
did
there.
Trey
I was
Burke
loving
do
Kemba.
that?
I had to point out that Trey Burke can't get 40 and 10
What,
on you.
How did they let him do that? This
You
dude
think
just got
Kemba could
called
be like
up,
a second
too.
option on a like really good team, or you think he has to be like a third option? If I think he ever wants to like win it, like, you know, go to a finals even.
I'll go to a finals. I think Kemba. I think you can have a really good team with him as your second option. I don't know if you can go to the finals.
You think the Cavs should have traded for him and Batum?
I don't know because the
Kemba
ball, the ball
Is Kemba
has to
better
be in
than
these
Lowry?
people's hands. No. Like all these
Might be
people
in the
that they want to
playoffs.
get, like the ball has to be in their hands, and that immediately goes away when you're on the Cavs.
Yeah. That's why Kyrie was tired of that shit.
That shot,
I
man.
can't believe Trey Burke just scored 40 points.
Trey Burke,
And 10
son.
assists, Kev. And 10 assists.
And 10 assists.
Go Knicks.
Like he's out here doing work.
Yeah, just got called up like 2 months ago from.
Mm-hmm. He's just been wherever in the D League
And
or
it-
G League.
And it's great. The Frenchman can't get no burn. 7th pick.
You know what number Trey Burke wears, Kev?
What number?
23.
No.
Oh, there it is too. I'm just Googled Trey Burke to see all the teams he's been on.
Lakers took that out.
23.
Yeah,
look
that's
at him.
fine. Lonzo almost had a triple-double.
Almost. See, he ain't no Ben Simmons out there, but let's see what
Yeah, Ben
got.
Simmons had like 1 point the last time I checked.
Ben had 7, 13, and 11 on 3 of 8.
Oh, that's
Shot a
good.
3
But,
today, and he shot a 3 tonight.
Did
yeah,
he
but
make
when was it?
no,
no, he didn't make it.
Oh no, he didn't make it.
It was like Markel Fultz took 1 shot today too. Did he make it?
No, Fultz was
Those are
Fultz
all
shot 5 of
layups.
12.
Yep.
5 of 12, and he had 10 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists.
And you know what?
Get
He
on.
shot.
Solid
He
game.
he shot from just as far as Ben Simmons did.
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Because you saw what
You saw that
happened.
jumper.
That music.
Yo,
That
the
is
music they put
gross.
behind. Yo, the music he put behind it had me dying. Bum bum ba bum bum. Like, yo, if anyone listens to this, if you love basketball and you don't follow like that worldwide wob guy,
Yeah.
like you have to, man.
Uh-huh.
He's the reason I found out that the fucking Jazz mascot, or no, was it? Yeah, it was the Jazz mascot. He put on the boxing gloves after they had the little skirmish.
Yeah.
Everyone knows they weren't fighting.
No. It's
Oh, dude.
It's cool to see, like, when the dudes get all hyped, but you know nothing's going to happen anymore. So it's like, back in the day, dudes used to really throw down. So, like, when we were growing up, it would be cool when they started to fight because dudes would throw punches.
Mm-hmm.
Now you see that, you see so many fake fights and maybe 1 or 2 punches get thrown a season,
Yeah, but you have a
kinda
fight,
glad
have a
they
real
don't.
fight today and get knocked out. You're recorded in HD.
Yeah.
You're not there ain't no remember that you are recorded in full high def.
Mhm.
Yo, if Ben
Everybody's
Simmons
going to see that.
Ben Simmons should
I
have hit
listened
that
to both.
3. He would have had a triple double.
Yep.
Bum.
I listened to Bomani say that growing up in the 80s and 90s and like early 2000s, it made people really prove their love and have to stand by their man because if your man got punched in the face, like you had to deal with all that.
Yeah. Yep, that would happen.
It was because his producer Shannon always brought up how Chris Childs punched Kobe.
Yeah.
It was like I just got to deal with that, like
Mm-hmm.
like
Speaking of
Happened,
okay.
yeah.
Speaking of Bomani, you know that guy that covers for him sometimes that I hated on Twitter? What's his name? Calvin?
Clinton
Clay-
Yates, I think.
Yes, Clinton Yates. That dude,
Mhm.
I walked in the room and he was on Around the Horn. And
Yeah.
every time he would say something, everybody would look at it on the 4 little screens. Would just look at him like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And they all just got on him, and he lost mad points. That's all he was doing all day today, just losing points. And I was like, "Oh, this fucking stud." I hate when he's on the radio.
It's gotta happen. No days off for Bomani, son. Not allowed.
Nah, just let Shannon fill in. Don't let that bum get on there.
Bomani's.
I really
Is
don't wanna
Straub-
watch
is-
this fucking.
Is Straub gone for the night?
Yeah, he's out of here probably. Yeah, these basketball games on are trash now. Grizzlies,
What?
T-Wolves, and Celtics Suns about to come on.
But I'll watch it. Got nothing else on.
I probably will too. Ain't nothing else on TV I'm gonna put on.
It was funny because on Saturday night when he was going on about how he likes to watch a sport where people are passionate, I watched fucking Dallas play the Hornets. Them motherfuckers were trying.
Yeah, of course, because these cats are trying. There's a lot of cats on there trying to be on the roster next year.
Like Dallas has 18 wins. And has no reason to care about shit.
It's like the Grizzlies play when they just lost by 60 the other night.
That was hilarious.
Like, I'm sure they were trying to play. They just suck, They got a bunch of scrub players out there.
Ain't no reason to ever lose by 60.
No. Never. They got this tank stuff down, though. We'll see who ends up being the number 1 pick. That Porter Jr. kid declared for the draft today.
Oh, the soft kid?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fucked up they did that to him.
Soft already, son.
Nope. Played like 2 college games and he's soft.
Like even if you played more, like you know how hard that is to shake a label of soft?
He's gonna have to go out and fight somebody, man.
Yeah.
It's got
That's how you get people hurt.
Promoting
Gotta
violence.
knock him out.
Like now
One way
whenever
to get over that.
you know what we need to talk about? How these cats on the Spurs are just coming out calling Kawhi out.
Yeah, Tony
Like-
Parker went in on him.
Manu?
Like, what? He
Did
ain't
Manu
coming
say
back.
something about him?
Manu said he ain't coming back. And that was after. That was before we found out they had that meeting. So Manu
Okay.
was like, it kind of after I found out it was after they had the meeting. It was kind of like Manu was just fed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He-
Parker was saying his injury is way worse.
That shit never happens with San Antonio.
Nah, and I'm surprised they're not like. That's weird that they don't have that under control. Because if I'm Kawhi and they're saying this, I'm out. Like, fuck y'all.
Or maybe they're the two that can say it.
I mean, I'm still out if I'm Kawhi. Like, y'all old asses' careers are over. Like, you ain't winning nothing if I leave. You can keep hanging on, but
Yeah, I got this feeling that he's out.
it seems
Feels
like it.
like
Like,
it,
everything happening, it seems like, why would he stay there? Like, I'm not letting the whole team bash me. I'm playing with these guys.
Sit
Danny
there.
Green had his back, though.
That's because Danny Green's trying to keep his job too.
Danny Green's always got a job, son. He's a champion at every level.
I see him go. I do. I see him leaving and going to the Lakers, man.
That's right.
Just creating that,
Him,
and then
Paul George, and
Spurs will go out
Dia
and do
there.
something, and then it'll be that Spurs Laker rivalry again. It's gonna heat up.
Not if the Spurs don't get a good player.
Go get somebody, son.
They got LaMarcus.
No.
I
Talk
hate
about
LaMarcus
snow.
Aldridge. Talk about someone I don't like. Like, there's not a lot of people who outright say I just don't like, but he's one of them.
Yeah, man. I hope the playoffs will start soon so the real Marcus will come out.
I didn't really.
Are they-
I didn't mind him in Portland, but as soon as he went to San Antonio, it all went downhill for me. His
He
play.
just, I don't know.
They would play Portland right now in the first round, too.
He wanted out of Portland because they didn't like the love he didn't like the love they were giving Dame.
Jealous.
that dude's
It's like, sorry,
a
he's
beast.
better than you.
That dude's a beast.
Yeah,
Right.
I knew you'd take Dame over him.
I read a
He made
Zach
the right
Lowe piece
decision.
that broke down. It broke down like why Portland got good all of a sudden, and their coach had all the assistant coaches look at like what shots they were taking, and they're a really good 3-point shooting team, and they're like, we just don't shoot enough threes, and they held a team meeting, and the coach was like, you got to start shooting more threes. And like CJ McCollum said he got a big grin on his face, and his like the coach stopped, and he was like, "Good three, CJ, not just any three."
Right?
They
It's
shoot.
crazy how, like, that's the league now.
Yeah, right. Like,
They
he's-
started
he's not
shooting 7 more
enough
threes a game.
Because it wasn't that long ago when it was the people who were shooting too many threes, you know? It's like, no, we don't want to do that. And now that's like all you want is the threes.
3 or a layup. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Or a foul shot.
Ben don't need no 3-ball, though.
He's gonna at some point. I'm really
These
interested to
days.
see if we got to see if his average shot distance gets pushed out in the playoffs.
I mean, I would think it would have to. Like, let's see, who do they play right now? They would play the Pacers in the first round, so I really don't think they're stopping them.
That's gonna be the problem.
But then, you know, who would they play in round 2? Like, is what it would come down to. I think they would play. They'd play Toronto. Like, I don't really see them. Yeah.
Dwayne Casey.
Toronto's the best defensive or second best defensive team in the league.
because of the coach, man. Casey, he
Mm-hmm.
Listen, once the playoffs start, Toronto is a
baby dinosaur.
whole different dinosaur.
It's a baby dinosaur.
Yep. Yep.
Gonna bust out the Floyd Mayweather.
They're another team.
The Avion?
Both of those boys. Toronto and the Rockets both got to actually show in the playoffs this year. Because the Raptors really have no excuse why they can't go to the finals this year, honestly.
Besides the person who went for a decade.
They want to talk all that trash about, they got to do it. Like,
Well,
they got to
because,
step up.
like,
Got to step up, son.
17 assists,
This
0
is their year,
turnovers.
right? This has to be their year, right?
doesn't have
Yeah,
to be
but-
the year, but
So they're 10 games up on Cleveland. 9.5 up on Cleveland right now.
yeah, they're good.
We'll see.
But they're not good against teams in the West.
Oh no, they'll get smoked in the finals if
Yes,
they make it.
yes. Let's not. Don't dare mistake my Toronto Raptor love for me thinking they have a chance to win the finals.
And that on top of that travel, they'll die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when those games out here don't start until 6:30 and it's 9:30 on the East Coast and they're just tipping off and they're almost 5,000 miles from home.
Yeah, they're done. They have no chance to beat whoever comes out of the West, really.
No.
Unless some fluke happens and it's like the Blazers, and they still probably get lit up by the Blazers. Bum ass Raptors. But that needs to not happen. Like LeBron just needs to make it so we at least know he's going in, you know? At least that's for certain. Like I don't want the finals to be, you know,
If
LeBron goes to the finals, loses 4-1 to Golden State, but he still averages a triple double, you know?
If LeBron makes it, I gotta have him win it.
You think he can beat Golden State, healthy Golden State or Houston?
No.
I don't think so either.
Like
Not with the team he has.
it's weird because I just wanted to say he could beat Houston, and I think that's just because I haven't seen him play Houston. You know what I mean?
It
Like,
didn't work out too
picking him
great.
against the Warriors seems stupid at this point.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I would have to go with LeBron based off what I was saying about the Rockets, right? I'd have to pick the that I know LeBron's going to show up at least. Like Harden and
Because
CP3
no one
are
else
just
is
giving
going to
him
show
business.
up, man.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they do, and Houston goes on and scores 130 on them, which is, I mean, the Raptors put that much on them. You know what I mean? I just don't see. LeBron's gonna have to score
just
50, dude.
Once it comes down to the end of the game, if it's close, like
He's gonna have to score every point in the fourth quarter.
he will.
It's gonna be like your
Yes, he
damn
will.
2K player that was averaging 92,
Yep.
30, and 20.
81, 17, and 16.
But they'll lose,
Yep,
and he'll still
Gotta do it
suck.
all. That's ready, bro. I'm glad you know how this works.
McCoy, if he went to 10 finals and wins 2 more of them, right? If he goes
He's
to 10
5 and
straight
10?
finals and he's 5 and 10, that
15
doesn't
finals? That's fucking absurd.
that
His son-
doesn't
his
do
son is playing
anything.
with him on the last one.
Winning the game for him.
That does nothing for you.
That's the first one he wins in the
His son hits the game winner.
And then his son goes and wins 8 in a row.
Yeah, his son's just the greatest.
LeBron's the next Scottie Pippen.
Undefeated. Yep.
LeBron's the next Scottie Pippen.
LeBron plays to 50 with his son just killing it.
The real Uncle Drew out there.
What were you gonna ask though?
Like that does nothing for you for the GOAT.
Him being 5 and 10 in the finals?
If he went to 10 in a row,
Just knowing the way that the East versus the West is set up.
So right now he's been to 7 in a row, and he's what?
he's
How
been
many
to
has he
8.
won in
He's
the
been to
7 row?
8 overall.
Okay, and he lost one that wasn't in a row.
He lost.
So, what's he?
he's
3
and 5.
and 4. He's 3 and 4 in the 7 in a row
He's,
went
he's
to.
3 and 5. Oh yeah,
Yeah, but in the 7 in a row he went to.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
won
yeah,
3
yeah.
and lost 4.
not because if he plays that long, not only will he be 5 and 10, but he'll
Well,
probably be the all-time leading scorer.
I'll put it to you this way, and this is the best answer you'll get from me on this. I won't argue with you.
I get it. We need
I
2
won't
more
argue with
rings.
you.
I won't argue about it. You're not going to get me to say yes at any point, no matter what he does. So I just won't argue about it. I mean, I don't really argue about it now, but I can just let Kyle handle it because it's more fun that way.
He's gonna finish with 5 rings, 40,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists.
Would you like him to get as many as Kobe, or would you like him to stay under Kobe, or do you not care?
I don't care. I mean, that's part of my argument. Like, it doesn't matter. Ring count only matters
right.
when it comes up to a mic. Like, no one's gonna say Kobe was ever better than LeBron,
No.
and it
I'll
doesn't
tell you
even
one
matter.
person that does care, Kobe.
And it doesn't even matter. Like the ring, it was even before LeBron had a ring. People said LeBron was better than him.
Yeah. It's a regular Jerry West out here, son.
Well, he is. He's got more than one.
What's Jerry? Oh no. What's Jerry?
Oh, no.
1 and 10?
1 and 9.
1 and 9. That's crazy.
Use the logo, son.
That's right.
Would you want to make it that much and lose 9 times out of 10,
Almost the
or would
same
you
team.
rather go once and win and never go again?
Probably
The same team.
He
Yeah,
lost
he hates
to
the color
team
green.
almost, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you want to lose 9 times to win 1, or would just win 1 and never go?
I think 9 is too many.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's too many.
I
It's
think
just
that's
like
too
getting
many.
slapped in the face. Keep burning your hand on the hot stove, son. Fuck that.
Yep.
I'm over it.
Yep. That's why he said Jerry has nightmares about the Celtics.
I mean,
right?
when did you? How many do you lose that you're just like, fuck this?
I don't wanna do this
you don't
anymore,
even
right?
think, right? Like how many? Like,
Yeah,
after I
I'm
lost 7, after I'm like 1 and 7, I'm like, fuck.
no, I retire. I give up.
Lost 2 more times.
Yeah.
And it's weird because
So-
he won championships as the Lakers GM. But you know, like, they don't mean as much.
No, hell no. You want to win it as a
Drop
player.
buckets, man. You gotta be in the box score.
Yep.
He hit a half-court shot to send the finals game into overtime, for God's sake. Like, his finals numbers are ridiculous.
Imagine seeing that now. Like in a game, like Game 7 or something.
That'd be wild.
Somebody hits a half-court shot to send it to OT.
Nowadays, someone would just pull up from half-court.
Yeah, right. Curry just comes down, bang. There you go. Good old modern day basketball.
The Dragonfly Jones tweet where he said that if I was LeBron and anyone asked me about my defense, I would pull out a credit card sized laminate picture of me blocking Andre Iguodala and hand it to him and say next question.
Just gonna have business cards made up with that on there. There you go.
That's unreal. Iggy probably has nightmares about that.
He covered like 45 feet in 3 steps.
Yeah, that was insane. He's won 2 though, so I guess he can't be too mad.
He was the
about it.
MVP of one, wasn't
Yeah,
he? Yeah, he's got it.
yeah. I mean, I'm Andre Iguodala. I guess I don't really care about that play, too much. Like I got 2 rings and a Finals MVP. Never saw that coming when he was out there drafted by Philly.
I
Hell,
always
no.
liked him, though.
He was supposed to be crazy nice too when he came out.
Can we end this without Kyle?
Yeah, sure.
End it right here, like he says.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Yeah.